In the book of Exodus, the 2nd chapter and the 14th chapter. Exodus, the 2nd chapter and the 14th chapter. We'll be taking a couple of scriptures from those two texts, and then we're going to see what God has for us. If you don't mind just standing for the reading of the word, it just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Exodus, the 2nd chapter, verses 2 and 3. When you found it, say, I'm right there. Those of you who are new to the kingdom, that's in the Old Testament, in the Genesis, Exodus, in the New Testament, Old Testament, Genesis, Exodus, 2nd chapter, 2nd and 3rd verses. In my church in Dallas, we have folk who have come from different places and spaces, and the Bible is a new creature. And they don't even have an idea where Genesis or Exodus or Leviticus or Numbers or Deuteronomy or Matthew or Mark. They think they're people. They have no idea. Amen. So just in case we have some people like that in here. Exodus and the Old Testament, 2nd chapter, verses 2 and 3. When you found it, say, I'm right there. You solemnly while I read aloud. And the woman conceived and bare a son, and when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him for 3 months. And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch and put the child therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river's brink. Exodus 14th chapter, verses 29 to 31. Exodus 14, verses 29 to 31. When you found it, say, make it happen. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right and on their left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. If you don't mind, just turn to your neighbor, grab him by the hand, look him in the eye, and repeat after me. All I need is a cosign. Turn to somebody and say, all I need is a cosign. Turn to one person, all I need is a cosign. Come on, put your hands together, give God some glory. All I need is a cosign. We'll get there. Just give me a couple minutes. We will get there. This is a word for those of us who have been in a storm or are currently in a storm, who have experienced a storm. And although we have been in storms before, we have not been in a storm like this storm. This storm has lasted longer than any other storm in our life. This storm right here has been the most destructive storm we have ever been in our. We've been fasting for this storm to go. We've been praying for this storm to go away. We've been calling 800 numbers for this storm to go away. We've been having folks to intercede on our behalf for this storm to go away. But for one reason or another, this storm will not go away. Can I let you in on a little something? Put a pin right here. This storm is not an accident or an incident. This storm was assigned to last this long. And it was assigned to last this long because you've been in something for a long time that you ain't been able to get away with. Let me let you in on a little something. Storms don't come just to come. Storms come for a reason. Storms come to blow some stuff away. Storms come to clean some stuff up. May I make the presupposition that just maybe the storm that you are in right now has been assigned to blow something or somebody or someplace away from you that you ain't been able to move on your own. No, somebody say, I I needed this storm. I needed this storm because of all the stuff that I've been. I needed this storm. Folks don't even know all the mess I got going on in my. I needed this storm. Some folks don't even know all the freak I got in me, but I needed this storm. Folks don't know how me and my boo been banging here, but I needed this storm to bring us together, because had it not been for the storm, I'd have walked out on this marriage last week. Had it not been, oh, y'all gonna be cute tonight. Had it not been for this storm, I'd have OD'd last week. Had it not been for this storm, I thank God for the storm. I needed this storm. This storm enabled me to learn how to walk and not get weary. Made me learn how to walk and not get weary, to run and not faint, and to wait on the Lord. And to be of good courage. I needed this storm. Because I had some stuff going on in my life. I needed this storm because it taught me how to learn how that it's in Him that I live and I move and I have my being. Tell somebody, say, I needed this storm. One of the things I love about Jochebed, who is Moses' mother, is that when she looked at her options, she realized one thing. She said, I've got to do something. All right. Now, that may not seem like a big thing to you, but the reason why many people live their lives in regret and obscurity is because when it came time for them to do something, they did nothing. When it was time for them to bust a move and do something, they did nothing. When it's time for them to take a stand and do something, they did nothing. When it was time for them to make a decision, instead of doing something, they did. But God wants to know, when are you going to do something? You've been making excuses all these years. When you going to do? You've been talking about, I'm going to do it one day, but when you going to do? You've been saying, you know what, God is calling me to start that, but when you going to? So you've been saying God has it in you to be the head and not the tail, but you've been the tail for 5 years. When you going to? One of the biggest decisions you can make as a child of God is to just do something. Even if you fail, even if you fall, even if it don't work, at least you can look yourself in the mirror and say, at least I tried and did. You know, somebody say, at least I tried to do something. I was looking at the text and I noticed that when Moses' mother put him in the water to save him, that it was symbolic of something amazing. It was a precursor of an upcoming attraction, of something he was going to have to deal with later on in life. Later, after he had matured, later, after he had accepted his assignment from God, later after he had gone through the process of being promoted, after he had begun to walk in his purpose, the same one who had to go through a river to be saved as an individual is going to be the same one who's going to have to go through a sea to save a nation. Okay. Stay with me. Because the river was minor.
That's right.
The sea was major.
That's right.
And sometimes God will allow you to have victory over a minor thing.
That's right.
As a precursor of the major thing that's going to come later. So Moses had to experience victory over a minor thing, the river, so he can have victory over a major thing, the sea. God, you understand what I'm saying? Right now, you are experiencing something minor, but you're blowing it off as though it's nothing. And God wants you to know to celebrate your minor because it's the precursor for your major. Okay. You get it later. Could it be that your pain is directly connected to your purpose?
Come on now.
That your hurt is directly connected to your healing? That your dilemma is directly connected to your deliverance? That your struggle is directly connected to your salvation? And that your lack is directly connected to your next level? It's your minor that you have to go through before you get to your major. And God is trying to, watch this, God is trying to tell us, stop making major things minor and minor things.
All right.
Come on.
God. Okay, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna come here for a second. Knock, knock. Here I come. I'm coming right here. So because he didn't take out the trash, that is not major. Shut because she forgot to say thank you, baby, for doing yada yada. That's not major. That's a minor. I'm gonna help you in your house real quick. Because what we have the habit of doing is making minor things major and major things minor. You ought to be celebrating him that the light's still on. You ought to be. Oh, no. If you're going to have revival, you got to have revival at your house before you can have it at his house. Sometimes you need to be celebrating the fact that he comes home every day. You need to be celebrating the fact that she treats you good, that she cooks for you, that she takes care of the kids. You need to celebrate the minor things.
Come on.
Amen.
Because the minor things are precursor for major things. So I was looking at the text. And the text says that the Egyptians oppressed the Israelites. But as they oppressed them, they kept growing. It says that as they turned up the heat and made things worse and made them make bricks with no straw, that they didn't just grow, they multiplied. And I was wondering, how can you be oppressed and grow? How can you go through hell and grow? How can you have everything going against you and grow? Let me come down this street. How can you be blessed and broke? Pitiful and prosperous. Down and delivered. Silly and saved. And because God is so much God that he can look beyond our faults and still supply needs. So you can be cute and crazy. And God can work on the crazy while he applauds the cute. Okay. Y'all been saved too long. You don't even remember how you used to be. Okay. So I was looking, and I said, okay. I was looking at a common denominator. What was the common denominator? And the common denominator with the Israelites was, in spite of what their oppressor did, they were too anointed to quit. God. In spite of what the oppressor did, they said, okay, we got to go through it. But it is, y'all better walk with me, what it is. What the enemy wants you to do is quit. And we quit too much in the house of God. We are the quickest people in the world. Somebody looked at us wrong, we quit. Somebody say the wrong thing, we quit. Somebody sit in our seat, we quit. Somebody sing our song, we quit. The pastor preach a sermon don't have nothing to do with you, and you think it's about you because you feel guilty, and you be the quickest folk in the world. But God said, if you really want to go to the next level, you got to learn how to fight that devil and just stand right there. You got to learn how to take a licking and keep on kicking. You got to learn how to cry and keep moving. Cry and keep moving. Wipe them and keep moving. Wipe them and keep praising. Wipe them and keep. God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound. Okay. And now somebody say, stop quitting so much. Stop quitting. So Jochebed, Moses' mother, said, baby, I'm going to have to put you in the water, but I'm not putting you in unprotected. And I'm not putting you in without a plan. Stay with me. So she took an ark of bulrushes, some slime or mud, and this slime, when it hardens, it is impenetrable. And then she took some tar, lined it up. And in my research, I saw that boats, which were made of these materials, were watertight.
Yeah.
Don't get off the bus yet. Here I come. The Hebrew word in this text for basket is used only in one other place in Scripture. And it is used when God told Moses to build the ark. Noah to build the ark. Watch this. So the same ark that Noah built is the same ark
That's right.
that Moses' mama built. And the reason why she wasn't having a panic attack
That's right.
was because when she looked back and said, well, if God can keep them in that ark, then surely he can keep my baby in this ark. Because this ark is made out of the same material that he made that ark out. Okay, what is that telling us? If God can keep your grandmama in them, if God can keep your mama in them, the same God who kept them is the same God who can keep you, and the same God who can keep your babies. But before she closes the ark up, she gives him some reassurance. She said, now baby, I can't hold you no more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you in God's hands. So from now on, you are in God's hands.
All right.
I ain't going to be able to get to you,
Amen.
but I put you
Yeah.
not in the river.
Yeah.
I'm placing you
Yeah.
in God's hands.
Yeah.
Because when you were born, God gave you to me, and now I'm giving you back to him.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion that if we would just give ourselves back to God, that he can keep it a whole lot better than we could? That if we would just give our children back to God, our spouses back to God, our houses back to God, that he can keep it a whole lot better than we can. No, somebody said just put it in his hands. Just the text says even though Moses was born in a tumultuous environment, born in the middle of a storm, born after a decree that all boys should be birthed, they should be killed, born with the stench of death all around him, when his parents looked at him and saw that he was anointed, they refused to kill him, and they refused to allow the enemy to kill him. The one thing many of us should be shouting about right now is that when the enemy put a hit on you, God kept you. Okay. Sometimes you gotta be transparent. When I was born, the doctor called my mom, my dad in, and said, your son is not gonna live. Go to the funeral home and make arrangements. That's what the doctor told my parents. Leave here, go and make arrangements. My parents left, did not go to the funeral home. They went to their own home and began praying.
Come on now.
They prayed and went back to the hospital.
Yes.
They go back to the hospital and say, Doc, give me my baby.
Come on now.
They then take me and bring me back to the house, which is now the house of prayer. They didn't sit me in the house of prayer. And every day, they are praying for me. I couldn't drink anything and keep it down. I couldn't eat anything and keep it down. So nothing was staying down. But every day, they were praying for me. Because they had taken me and placed me in God's hand in the house of prayer. God. One day my mother was watching Oral Roberts. And Oral Roberts said, go and lay your hand as a point of contact on anything that you want to change. My mother went in the room. She laid her hand on me. And she said, God, I believe you. I don't know what the doctor's talking about, but I know this baby is anointed. I know you gave me this one right here. And God, I don't care how you have to do it. I need you to turn it around. She then went in the kitchen, got a bottle, and said, God, I'm trusting you. Picked me up in the house of prayer, put the bottle in my mouth, and I've been drinking and eating ever since for 58 years. I'm here to tell you, if you put it in his hands, this and that, God will make a way out of no way. All you got to do is place it in his hands. No, somebody said he kept you. When he tried to kill you, he kept you. Somebody said, well, how do you know the enemy tried to kill you? Anybody in here been in a car wreck? Anybody in here been in an accident? Anybody in here had a doctor's report and the doctor said it wasn't no good? Anybody in here had some mishap? Anybody in here struggle with suicidal tendencies? Anybody here, oh, you ain't got to raise that hand because I know you don't want nobody to know. But the thing is, the enemy been trying to take you out from your youth. But because God is so much God, watch this, he dispatched 2 hit displacers. Goodness and mercy. David said, goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Why? Because goodness and mercy is following me. And no matter what the enemy tries to do, no weapon formed against me shall be able. Doesn't say he won't try it. Doesn't say he won't shoot it. Doesn't say they won't stab me. But it will not. Look at the text says, not only did his parents refuse to kill him, it says that as the little ark made its way down the river, that Pharaoh's daughter found him. And when she saw him, there was something about him that made her want to keep him. Watch this. The mother put him in to be hid. But she found him. You are too anointed to hide. Okay. Many of us come in the house of God and we don't want nobody to call on us to do nothing. So we try to sit and hide. God told me to tell you, whoever you are too anointed to hide. Because you're so anointed, God will have someone else who's anointed to pick you out. You are too anointed to sit. You are too anointed not to do what God called you to do. So if God has to make you uncomfortable to do the work of the cross, he'll make you uncomfortable. No, I'm just too anointed. I'm too anointed to be hid. But the other thing, many of us, after we go through a storm, after we go through a healthy situation, we suffer with self-esteem issues. Moses suffered with self-esteem issues. When he was called, Moses said, I stutter. Yes. I can't do this. I stutter. He had self-esteem issues. Yes. God told me to tell somebody who's in here, you are not an accident or an incident. And it doesn't matter how you got in here. It doesn't matter if you staggered in here, if you still smell like herb, if you still smell like a little reefer, if you still smell like a little alcohol. However you got in here, you are not an accident or an incident, because God is God enough to use anybody at any time to do anything. How do you know Moses was a murderer? If God can use somebody who's a murderer, David, oh my goodness, if she could be had. Solomon had so many wives, he couldn't even number them. But who are they said to be in the Bible? Solomon, the wisest. David, the man after my own heart. Moses, my deliverer. And if he can use them, surely he can use me with my little stuff. Surely he can use me with my little stuff. I ain't killed nobody yet. That's good news, surely. If he can use them, surely. Surely he can use me. Can I let you in on something that you may not even know? Yes. That when you were born, God placed destiny in a diaper. Come on now. Okay. We all come here the same way.
That's right.
You don't come full grown. You come as a baby. When you were born, God put destiny in a diaper. My God. How do I know that? Because Jeremiah 29:11 says, before you were born, I knew you.
That's right.
Watch this. He did not say, I know you. He said, I knew you.
That's right.
Which means whatever you did that you're not proud of, he already knew you was going to do it before you did it. So whatever you did not shock God. And he still called you. And he still loved you. You did it and he still died for you. You did it and he still hung for you. You did it and he still took the stripe. You did it and he still took the nails. Yes, you did it. Yes, I did it. But God loved us so much. He died for us. But you are still destined for greatness. Because he knew you. Knew what you would do. Knew what you would try. Knew you'd get caught. Can I talk to the folks who got caught? Because the folk who didn't get caught, they're like they kind of look down on folk who got caught. But just because you didn't get caught didn't mean you didn't do it. Oh, somebody might as well come down the street. Just because you didn't get caught did not mean you didn't do it. So one time, I had gone to the store with some friends of mine with foul intentions, and I was the only one that got caught. Everybody got away, and we was all running at the same speed. Still not. I've been trying to have this conversation with God, trying to figure out how come if we was all running at the same speed, how come I was the only one got caught? But I was the only one got caught, and so he takes me up to the office, and he calls my mother, and so now my mother has to come get me, and it wasn't a good thing. So she comes, and she comes in the room, and I knew when the door cracked, you know how they do, and you know, you want to act like you can disappear, so I had my eyes closed like I could disappear, and I knew it was her because she grabbed me by the ear and she turned it while she was talking to the security guy, and she said, what did he do? And so he told him what I was trying to steal, and she said, well, how much was it? And he said it was $5, and she said, $5? And then she looked at me, she said, you getting caught stealing something for So she said, sir, here's the fine. He said, well, no, because he didn't get away with it. Just make sure he does not get caught again. So she does not let go of my ear. So we get up. And we walking through the store. Like Walmart. We walking through the store with her holding my ear. All the way to the car. And she kept saying the same thing. She said, you know, you better than that. She just kept saying, you know,
Glory to God.
you are better than that.
Glory to God.
All the way home. She driving. Hold my ear. Talking about, you know, you are better than that. Now, the way my house was built, my father was in the backyard and I could see him. Now, I could take a whipping from my mother because she was light-handed. You know, I could handle it.
Yeah.
But my father, my God, I said, Mommy, just don't tell Daddy what I did. She said, if I don't tell him, you'll do it again.
Yeah, all right. Lord Jesus. Yeah. Come on.
So she told my father, what do you do when your daddy knows your sin?
Come on now. Come on.
All right.
Come on now. Come on.
My daddy called me in the room, shut the door, told me to sit down, and said, tell me, what did you do? I said, I messed up.
Lord have mercy. Yes, Lord.
I messed up. My father said, do you not realize you are a ward? And everything you do represents my name?
Come on now.
All right.
I said, Daddy, I messed up. Whatever you want to do. You know what my father did? My father hugged me and said, don't do it again.
All right.
Right. Thank you, Lord.
He turns and he walks out. I followed him and I said, Daddy, why didn't you whip me? He said, son, sometimes we just need grace.
All right, brother.
For those of you who beat yourself up,
Yes.
sometimes the Father just wants to give you
Right.
I got 2 more points, then I'm going to let you go. Because I was reading the text, and the text took me back to where the fight was. He told me to look at the Egyptian beating the slave. He told me to look at the scenario through God's eyes. He told me to watch what Moses did closely. And what I did kind of shook me up. The reason why it shook me up, because I didn't know exactly how to convey it to you. Moses was beating an Egyptian slave to death. Moses fought the Egyptian who was beating the slave to death. Moses killed the Egyptian who was beating the slave to death and saved the Egyptian's life. And good preaching would say, there's something that's beating you to death, and if you don't kill it, it's going to kill you.
All right.
That would be a good preacher.
All right.
I was happy with that one. I said, God, was that good? He said, yeah, but that wasn't it. He wanted me to tell you this. There's something you're fighting with that you're struggling with, that you're wrestling with, that's going to have to become dead to you for you to live. This ain't for everybody, but this is going to save somebody's life. I don't know if it is an event, a scenario, a situation, a circumstance, a wound, or a person. But whatever it is, it's going to have to become dead to you, emotionally and spiritually, for you to live. So there's something you got to let go of. There's something that's eating at you, gnawing at you, keeping you up, giving you migraines, giving you ulcers, keeping you from ministering, keeping you from living. And you need to kiss it goodbye.
All right.
Watch this. Don't miss it. It is not your responsibility to kill it. That's God's responsibility. It's your responsibility to let it go. Okay. When Moses started, he started with nothing. He was a nobody. He was a stutterer. He had no resources. He had no victories. He didn't even have a resume.
That's right.
But when he led Israel out of Egypt, he left wealthy. Because they took all the silver and all of the gold. And when the waters closed and they looked to the other side of the Red Sea, Moses looked back at Pharaoh and his armies and said, I started at the bottom. But I'm here. Okay, y'all listen. He said, I started at the bottom, but my whole, y'all don't drink. My whole team is here. Watch this. It wasn't just about Moses getting across. It was about Moses and his whole team. It's not about your pastor getting elevated and going up. It's about the whole team going up. When the pastor go up, you go up. When the pastor blow up, you blow up. When the pastor's healthy, you are. Okay. Here it is. I noticed in the text, and I'm done. Moses had 3 strikes against him.
Yes, he did.
He had a hit put on him by Pharaoh. 1. He committed murder against an Egyptian. 2. He tried to avoid his assignment by saying he stuttered. 3. So from the outside looking in, Moses did not have any kingdom credit.
All right. Come on.
So in my baptized imagination, I found it hard to believe that God could trust somebody with 3 strikes. Somebody with no kingdom credit. Because you do know you need credit to make it.
All right.
I'm going somewhere. Because if you don't have good credit, you'll find yourself being turned down for every great opportunity. But without kingdom credit, Moses began walking in his anointing. And he began saying stuff like, fear not.
Yes, sir.
Stand still. See the salvation of the Lord. These Egyptians you see today, you will see them again no more forever. And watch this. He said all of this before God had parted the Red Sea.
All right.
Before they had walked through on dry ground. Before the Egyptians were drowned. Here it is. When you are anointed, you can speak it. And God will co-sign it. Okay. Watch this. Elijah said, it ain't going to rain till I say so. God co-signed on it. Esther said, if I perish, let me perish. But I'm going to see the king. God co-signed on it. around for 7 days and these walls gonna come down, and God co-signed on it. David said, if you give me a slingshot and some rocks, that giant will fall, and God co-signed on it. Jesus said, you can try and kill me if you want to, but in 3 days, I bet your bottom dollar I'll get back up. And God, I just want to know, is there anybody in here that needs God to co-sign? Okay, maybe you know, I needed a co-signer with all the sin I had done, with the mistakes I had made, with the wrongs that I had done. I needed God to co-sign on my life. The only reason I'm here right now is because God disagreed with the doctors and said, you will live and not die.
You shall stand.
And co-sign. Anybody been in a wreck and you still alive? God co-signed on your life. Anybody feel like you've been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and you ain't in a panic room with no door? God co-signed. Anybody ever got a bad doctor's report and God turned that thing around? God co-signed. Anybody ever felt like giving up and now you feel like living? God co-signed on it. Anybody ever felt like walking out but you stayed and fought? God co-signed on it. The only reason why you sitting right here looking all cute like you are right now is God co-signed on every inhale and every exhale that you. I thank God that when I needed a co-sign. Okay. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. That wasn't in. God said, if I co-sign,
Come on now.
you do have to pay me back.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Come on.
I said, God, but how do I pay you back? You got to pay me back with interest, with your praise. And your worship. God said, if I can find somebody to worship me, I'll co-sign on it. If I can find a praiser, I'll co-sign on it. If I can find somebody to lift holy hands, I'll co-sign on it. He said, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. All I need is a co-sign.